Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Elle, the Muse, and this is my channel. And today I want to share with you all about the 12 Greek gods and goddesses that lived on Mount Olympus. You might wonder why. Well, in 4th grade, I was obsessed with Greek mythology, and I have finally made my way to Greece. So I felt it was the perfect opportunity to share some of the information that I learned when I was younger with all of you. Woo! All right, so it's all Greek to me is definitely a quote they say in Greece because it's a little confusing. So I'm gonna give you the lowdown. There are no definitive number of gods and goddesses, but there are 12 Olympians, which means they had a home on Mount Olympus. And then there's 13 main character energy, but Hades technically lives in the underworld. So like, you know, your boy's there, but he's not always included. You might be wondering what makes an Olympian? Well, the Olympians are the gods and goddesses that were brothers and sisters or their first offspring, which made them the origin story. And why I love Greek mythology is because they kind of have these human problems like us. Imagine being super sexy and having all the power in the world, but still loving a little bit of drama. There you go. Greek mythology, I feel like humans, we base ourselves off of these archetypes anyways. And so Greece is one of my favorite places to look at their ancient mythos, to look at their archetypes because they're fun and they're powerful. So I'll introduce you to the 12 now. All right, you guys, our first god or Mount Olympian is Zeus. Everyone knows Zeus. Zeus is the king of the gods. He's actually the youngest son of the Titans. I find that fascinating, which means he had like young brother syndrome and then ended up beating the Titans to become king of all the gods. He's king of the sky, king of lightning and thunder, god of law and justice, and one of our absolute favorite Olympians. Amazing. Number two, the second god of Mount Olympus is Poseidon. You might think of Poseidon kind of like an Ariel. Poseidon has a trident. He is the second most powerful, and he's brother to Zeus and Hades. I'll talk about Hades next. All right. So Hades, I'm going to share now because he is brothers to Zeus and Poseidon, but he technically lives in the underworld. So is he a Mount Olympian god? No, but we got to give him some credit. He is Lord of the Underworld. He is who you meet in the afterlife. And he's very powerful, similar to Zeus, but instead of ruling over the land of the living, he rules over the land of the dead. Same amount of power, totally different scope. Okay, so this is where it starts to get juicy. Our fourth goddess of Mount Olympus is Queen Hera. Now, Hera is both Zeus's wife and sister. And Hera is the goddess of marriage. She's represented by a peacock, very beautiful, loving, except for when Zeus has affairs with mortals. Then she gets a little aggro and tries to hurt the humans. So we love Hera, queen of all the goddesses. That's a lot of pressure. And her husband is a little Casanova. So Hera in the house. Amazing. Okay, number 5, we have Athena. You've probably heard Athena's name before. Athens is the capital of Greece. What I love about Athena, she is the goddess of wisdom, justice, intelligence. Athena is Zeus and the ocean's child. And when she was born, she popped out of Zeus's head, full grown woman, fully armored, and she's strong. I would say she's kind of like a feminist, maybe. She definitely beat her brother Poseidon in getting to be the patron deity of Greece. So she earned that title, ladies, for my ladies out there that are boss babes. Athena worked for it. I love Athena. She used to be my favorite in 4th grade. Thank you, Athena, goddess of wisdom. We love you. Okay, our 6th god of Mount Olympus is Ares, or Ares in English. And so Ares is kind of like despised by his brother and sisters of Mount Olympus. I consider him kind of like toxic masculinity. He is the god of manslaughter, war, violence, all the things that are kind of sad, but there needs to be a bad character in every movie, apparently. And so we love Aries, we bless him on our way, and let's keep learning about the other brothers and sisters. Yum. Okay, so we're on lucky number 7. Bringing it back to the goddesses, we've got goddess Artemis. I love Artemis. She is Apollo's twin brother. I'll go there in a second. Artemis is one of Zeus's daughters, and she is the goddess of jungle, hunting, virginity, protection. I love Artemis. She's also the goddess of the moon, and so she's got this real feminine energy, but she slays. She can hit any bullseye in the land. Artemis reminds me of those Sagittarius girlies who aim high and always hit bullseye. That is our girl, Artemis. Let's learn about our twin Apollo. Nice. Okay, so we're on number 8. And now we have the god Apollo. Apollo is Artemis's twin brother, and he is the god of poetry, of music. I also see him as this kind of Casanova. He's got the muses, right? Because we have the muses of sadness and joy and revelry. And so Apollo is such a great man. Him and his sister like to kind of battle it out and create some mischief. But Apollo is the god of the sun. And so when you think of the god of the sun, you think of just illumination and delicious masculinity. He's one of my favorites. And there are a lot of temples given to Apollo in Greece because of his ability to be a part of the arts and wisdom. Yum. Amazing. We are on number 9, and number 9 is my favorite goddess, Aphrodite herself. This woman is the goddess of desire and pleasure and beauty. I love this woman. She is the reason of the season. I've actually made a couple videos about Aphrodite, so we love Aphrodite. She's also Athena's sister. She was born from Zeus and Oceanida, which the ocean. So yum. Amazing. Number 10, we're almost through. The goddess Demeter. This goddess is the goddess of agriculture and harvest. So you'll oftentimes see Demeter with wheat or in the fields. The Grecians would pray to her when they wanted a full harvest and lots of yummy food to share. She was one of the lovers of Zeus and Poseidon. So again, we've got this incestual love to get around and, you know, make magic on Mount Olympus with your brothers and sisters. All right, Hermes is the messenger god. Oftentimes in current society, we see him as the messenger that takes messages from the god to the humans and from the humans to the gods. But he was also this like very mischievous god. He loved to play tricks on the gods and the humans. And nowadays you would see him as this traveler because he had the wings on his shoes and he could move really, really fast. I personally, as a traveler, love Hermes. Okay. Hephaestus. I'm loving the Greek lessons that I'm getting over here with the gods and goddesses. He is the god of weaponry. He was married to Aphrodite, but because he was one of Hera's lame sons, he got cast out of Mount Olympus. But because he is so good at making amazing weapons, think the thunderbolt of Zeus himself, he got to come back to Mount Olympus and has made the most magical tools for all of our gods and goddesses. So tridents, lightning bolts, wings, Athena's amazing staff. That I made that up. Okay, we love Hephaestus. All right, you guys, so we're actually on number 13, Dionysus. I am not even going to try to say it in Greek because it's all Greek to me, but I personally love Dionysus because he is the god of revelry and ecstasy and partying. Like, think the hottest guy in the room. This Dionysus is the one with Midas touch. Like, he could bless you up and give you that confidence that you really wanted. The Dionysian men are my favorite in life because they love to breathe life into other people. What I love about Dionysus is that he was actually the only god that was born from a mortal woman. Zeus made love to a mortal woman. The mortal gave birth to Dionysus, and then he ended up marrying a princess of Earth. So lots of magic there. Like, you can have whatever you want in life. Dream big, ladies. You can marry a god. But anyways, I love Dionysus because he's always having fun, drinking wine. Like, he's a real feel-good time. Okay, you guys, so secret, we have one more goddess. Her name is Hestia. I actually really like Hestia because she's the goddess of hearth and home. Now, Hestia is actually one of the ancient goddesses of Mount Olympus, who was said to have technically resigned because she did not like all the bickering of her brothers and sisters. Lots of deceit, lots of drama, way too cool for school. So Hestia left Mount Olympus, went to Earth, has a home there, has a vacation home on Mount Olympus. So she can go both directions, but she's OG. And honestly, I love her because she is one of those goddesses that's like bigger than the human drama, bigger than needing to, you know, make a bunch of chaos happen. Technically, she gave her spot to Dionysus when she left Mount Olympus. So like he took over for her. Anyways, woo! All right, guys. So there you have it. 12 plus some gods and goddesses of Mount Olympus, Greek mythology for ya. Which ones did you feel most aligned with? Who resonates with your soul? What character traits do you like of these gods and goddesses, and which ones don't you? Let me know by subscribing to my page, following me, come hang out at i.am.themodernmuse. I can't wait to hang out with you and come back for more soon.